It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Mr. Quinn Buniel. Quinn began his college experience at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, where he debated for the Sanford I. Berman debate team and was crowned champion of the UNLV speech contest. After transferring to Santa Barbara City College, he discovered his passion for politics and won the 26th annual Lancaster Speech Tournament with a speech on homelessness. Quinn transferred to UC Davis 2 years ago and has since worked as a student assistant at the California Energy Commission, also as an intern at the American Cancer Society, and a legislative intern at the UC Office of State Government Relations. Quinn will be receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree in political science, public service, with an emphasis in policy analysis. Welcome, Quinn.
Chancellor, deans of the college, university administration, faculty, staff, guests, and graduates, welcome to the Spring 2014 commencement ceremony for the College of Letters and Science. When I was a little kid living in Boulder City, Nevada, my single mother bought me a Redline BMX bicycle. It was over $300, and I'm not sure how she managed to afford it. I brought that bicycle with me when we moved in with my grandparents in Bakersfield, California, after my grandfather fell ill. The bike sat in the garage, unused for most of the years I spent there. It's gone now. It was given away before my high school graduation. It wasn't until I arrived at UC Davis that I began riding again, and not a day has gone by when I haven't mounted the bikes my uncles gifted to me after I was accepted into the university as a transfer student. It is undeniable that we as Aggies have spent a lot of time cycling. And I think cycling says a lot about our experiences here at UC Davis. I first realized this when I entered the bike loop outside of Olson Hall. You see, we all came to UC Davis like it was a bike loop, from different paths at different speeds with different goals. Maybe you were an honor student in high school who earned enough AP credits to enter as a sophomore. Maybe you were a first-generation college student with no idea what to expect. Maybe you were a student from Europe and could not believe that you could smell cows in the middle of the night even though you lived nowhere close to the student farm. Regardless of your story before you came here, when you entered this loop, you became an Aggie. You had the chance to interact with students from all walks of life, headed in all sorts of directions. If you're lucky, you've had the chance to influence your fellow graduates. Maybe your Google Doc to help a struggling student pass an exam. A student who couldn't make their own study guide because they were tending to a sick family member. Maybe the smile you flashed a passing biker cheered them up after they just crashed their bike into a tree. But life isn't just about bicycle loops. In fact, before you even get to the loop, you need to make sure that your bike is in order. Some of you have struggled with this while at UC Davis. We know this. We've heard your screeching brakes from across the quad. We've seen your rusting bike chain. And while you could view these circumstances as just the way things are, you could also recognize that the way things are is not the way things have to be. Now, I don't want you all to become bike mechanics. Instead, I hope you all become experts in the art of self-maintenance and self-improvement, to be not only the person you are, but to become the person you could be. Don't settle for being a manager when you can be a CEO. Don't settle for being a water boy when you can be the all-star. Sure, most of us don't want to be CEOs. Most of us will never be NBA superstars. So instead, I challenge you to be the best student you can be, inside and outside of the classroom. Be the best father or mother you can be. Be the best campaign manager or teacher or coffee fetcher. Be the best cousin, uncle, aunt. Be the best friend you can be. A great coach once said, "Never be afraid of taking calculated risks in your work and your personal life. Be willing to work longer and harder at your craft than the next person. Never settle for being good at something when you can be great. Learn to be hard on yourself when you didn't give it your best, and easy on yourself when your best isn't quite good enough." A large part of life is about self-maintenance and self-improvement. And while the best investment that can be made is an investment in your neighbor, the second best investment is the one you make in yourself. 27400. That's the section of California's DMV code that restricts a cyclist from wearing a headset covering both ears. Now, I've never done that. I've never listened to pump-up music on my way to a big exam, and I've never listened to NPR's Morning Edition. But maybe you have. And if you have, this final message is for you. While you may be listening to Beyonce or 2 Chainz because you have nothing better to do on your way to class, some of you may be wearing headphones to tune everything out. Nobody talks to someone with headphones in. When they're in, you can walk straight ahead without a care in the world. Life with headphones is easy. But life isn't meant to be easy. Life isn't just about plugging your ears and moving from point to point, class to class, party to party, job to job. If only for a moment, try something different. Remove your headphones and listen. Listen to the sound of coins jingling in the cup a woman holds. Listen to the happy cheers at a birthday party. Listen to the sound of a cow moo. Listen to the sound of 1,000 students graduating. In 1952, John Cage, a composer, wrote a piece titled 4 minutes and 33 seconds. The song can be played using any instrument because the performers are instructed to produce no intentional sounds. It is a song of silence. 4:33. The song says a lot, that some of the best sounds, some of the best stories can be found in what we believe is silence. Silence like this. Did you hear that? That was the sound of 1,000 graduates, hoping this speech would be over soon. That was the sound of a tear falling as a mother watches her daughter grow up. That was the sound of an immigrant's child achieving the American dream. That was the sound of excellence. Never forget that 1,000 stories are hidden in every moment of silence. Stories that you can only hear if you take out your headphones and listen. Well, it's time to exit the loop. Congratulations, Aggies. Thank you.